So it's time for technique. Any tips, tools, or hacks that you could give us to help us improve our sales copy and make it convincing, but not too pushy?
I had a hard time narrowing this down. I've taken thousands of hours and I've had tons of experience in writing this stuff. And so I try to figure it out. So I hope this isn't too much, but I've got what I call the top 15. All right. There's the top 5, the middle 5, and then the kind of the afterthought 5. And
Wow.
I'd like to go through those in those sections. Okay. And I'll be brief on each one. I know that I did a little too much of that, so I'll try and keep it.
It's all good. You're crushing it today. Thanks. I appreciate you sharing.
All right. So top 5 hacks, tips, and tricks. All right. And I mentioned this a bit before, but do your homework. All right. Research them and their company, where they are in their buyer's journey, and make sure that you give them information, as you pointed out a minute ago, that supports them in where they currently are. All right. If they're not really much aware of what you do, don't try and give them the sale price for the thresher or the big pump or whatever that you happen to sell. All right. Take it easy. Once again, go slow. Take it a step at a time. All right. So do your homework. Critical. 2, this is a big one. Personalize your communications. All right. Everybody likes to have the focus on them. I don't care who they are. You know, uh, Mary, the purchasing manager, John, the engineering manager, that's a decision influencer. You got to focus on them. All right. So personalize your comms. So for example, when I send an email out to somebody, or I write a template for somebody else to send out to somebody, I'll look at Google Advanced, Google News about the company, the website, person's personal Facebook page. I have an anonymous, Facebook persona, if you will, that I can look at stuff. LinkedIn, once again, look at anyone's Twitter feeds and find out about them in a non-creepy way. Find out what the company's done. Have they just had a great team training session? Did this person you're addressing have an anniversary recently? Did they do something that warrants congratulations? As soon as you say, hey, congratulations on opening that new facility in Des Moines, Iowa, they perk up. Hey, this guy's done his homework. Oh, cool. That's really neat. Okay, so personalize your communications right off the get-go. Number 3, use business casual wording. I can't stand marketing speak. Talk like you're. This is some of the other best advice I've got. You're sitting next to a business buddy in a bar having a drink at a trade show after the fact, and you're having a conversation about how work's going. That's how you talk in writing. All right, that's how you should write. All right. 4, talk and write as equals. Never start with, hey, I'm sorry to interrupt your day, but would you consider, having a meeting? Don't do that. Like, that sets you down here and they're up there, and this is bad. Like, start with, hi, John. I'm a salesperson for da-da-da. I have this. By the way, congratulations on that. I'd like to meet, whatever, right? Start on equal footing, all right? Number 5. Suggest small steps and advances and don't rush. So at the end of most communications, whether it's verbal or written, you need a call to action. You need to suggest something. Ultimately, in the sales world, you want to have that meeting. You got to have that discovery meeting. You got to figure out what their pain points are, etc. But before you can even get there, you got to develop the KLT factor, know, like, and trust. They got to like you. They got to know you. They got to trust you. Why should they give you their time? Like, people are busy, right? All these communications, their bosses yelling at them, the wife telling them this, their husband telling them that. So take small advances and steps and don't push it. You can have several communications where you offer them something first, ask them how they like it, ask if they wanted to discuss that technical piece on maintenance, performance issues for the piece of machinery or whatever the case might be. All right, so small steps. All right.
I love that. I always say, like, don't get married on the first date. Like, you're trying to get enough interest to get a phone number and enough interest on the phone to get a first date, enough interest on the first date to get a second date. If you keep doing that, eventually somewhere down there, we promise you'll get married.
Now, why doesn't that surprise me that you related that whole thing to dating? Like, that's good. I like that.
It's the last name. When you got Montague like Romeo, you gotta bring it back to romance.